Man, finding 10 new FNAF animatronics after using 20 of them already? That's gonna be impossible. Unless, no going to dodgy internet sites for this. That's the wrong kind of scary. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Connor Monroe, and if you want to make FNAF fan animatronic, just add a scary adjective to a character, then there you go. The FNAF fan base is passionate, and with passion comes both toxicity and the ability to create as much content as possible because you're passionate about the subject. And since FNAF is a horror game, plenty of these animatronics are terrifying, some scarier than the originals. But which ones should you look into for this spooky season? That's what we're exploring with today's list of the top 10 scary FNAF fan animatronics part 3. If you love all things FNAF and want to see the other two parts, click up here in the top right corner to check out our FNAF playlist. With that said and done, let's do it. If you're still here, because you might have clicked the playlist. But if you're here, you're seeing this. Okay, never mind. In a 10, Scrap Puppet. This animatronic is probably the least frightening on this list. I've used a lot of puppets in the past for scary animatronics, and hell, I even talked about this version during the top 10 FNAF Puppet Facts video, but this is the most lame out of today's bunch. The Scrap Puppet was created by TFE Arts on DeviantArt and is really giving me some Venom symbiote vibes with all the tendrils coming off the back. They are clearly meant to be present in FNAF 6 since they're at the review table, and the only time we see Scrap animatronics outside of Ultimate Custom Night is FNAF 6. So this is clearly meant to be the start of the jump scare while trying to salvage them. The glowing green eyes are creepy, and the overall just ruined look really sets me on edge, especially with this man juicing. Look at those pecs, they're bigger than my arms. And at 9, Corrupted Bonnie. I have a theory that you can put any creepy adjective in front of a FNAF character and someone has made that character come to life. For example, Corrupted Bonnie by Ruth Uranium on DeviantArt. We all know how I feel about spiders, especially if you watch my last Forever Nightmare video. Link to that in the top right corner if you want to check that out, because oh my god. Anyway, this animatronic takes the word arachnophobia and just embeds it into the void where my soul should be. No. It goes into the depths of hell from which it came and embeds arachnophobia into my soul that the devil has had for years. This guy has 2 giant fangs, 7 lights in his eye, plenty of more teeth around his mouth, 5 arms, 2 legs, and a partridge in a pear tree, who I'm hiding behind because holy living crap, if this thing existed in real life, I don't think I'd survive. I can picture it moving like Ballora. Oh my god, make it stop. And at 8, Corrupted Springtrap. Continuing on the corrupted train, we have Corrupted Springtrap by, you guessed it, Ruth Uranium on DeviantArt. While being scarier than most animatronics I've seen, the image I was able to find of Corrupted Springtrap was lit in a way that doesn't really let you see it. It makes for a scary image, that's why I'm not saying it's poorly lit, but it makes it difficult to make out the details, which could be what Ruth Uranium had intended this time. This version of good old Willie Afton has horrific fangs and teeth, not unlike those of Corrupted Bonnie, but they're much less pronounced. Springtrap also has spikes coming out of his arm, kinda like Harry Osborn's arm, like metal blade thing from Spider-Man 3. You know, the best Spider-Man movie? Springtrap has glowing white eyes and is ready to rip your face off and then probably eat it. My question is, how is Springtrap corrupted? Like, he's already killed at least like a boat's worth of kids at this point and then been possessed by one of them, so like, how corrupt can one man get? And at 7, Hellspawn. Another entry into the list of evidence as to why I think you can add any scary adjective to a FNAF character and you get a fan-made creation. To this one I typed in Hellspawn Freddy, and while I did find one, I also found Hellspawn by Joy VA on Amino. I don't know if that stands for something or if it's just a section of their name, but that's the only part that wasn't a hashtag, so I'll call them that. Hellspawn is very reminiscent of Jack Bonnie with a glowing interior and a nightmarish aesthetic. However, this time the glow is blue, kinda like a blue flame that's powering this animatronic like it's the soul of the child who was brutally killed by William Afton. At least that's why I think that it has the name of Hellspawn. Why do you think he has that name? Let me know below. And at 6, Nightmare Toy Chica. If you think that Toy Chica is the tastiest FNAF animatronic, you'll be questioning yourself after seeing this iteration of the character. Nightmare Toy Chica was created by YouTube user ChristianX2099 on their channel. This video, aptly named Speed Edit Making Nightmare Toy Chica, is actually very impressive. This was uploaded December 5th, 2015, so this character has been floating around the internet for a while. There aren't any real quarrels I have with the design aside from the fact that I didn't really need a tooth coming out of her cheek. Like, it's obviously up to the one designing them, and I couldn't do anything this cool to save my life, but the tooth doesn't really seem to belong there. It's just like it was put there instead of breaking out through the cheek, which from what I saw in this video, they could have easily done. Either way, with or without that cheek tooth, it's still the scariest version of Toy Chica. I don't think I want her to come over anymore. I might need to call her and cancel. Halfway through at number 5, Phantasmagoric Ignited Foxy. The Phantasmagoric Ignited Foxy hails from the Joy of Creation universe, the game that I always like to come back to when I'm looking for scary animatronics. This world is messed up, sis. In this story, you play as Scott Cawthon, who was retired from the FNAF franchise and released the final game. However, the animatronics don't like that, so instead of being put to rest because, you know, they're dead fictional characters, they manifest in the real world and go after him. Phantasmagoric means having a deceptive appearance, something shared between this version of Foxy and all my exes, but But literally, this version of Foxy is just a load of lights that are similar to when you fight the demons in the Dark Dream World in Spider-Man on the PS4. It's creepy as hell, and if I saw this thing running at me, I would book it in the other direction. No thank you, sir. And at 4, Prototype Foxy. While Mangle is an actual character, the design of the character isn't exactly like the Mangle we all know and love. This one is hella scary. Sinister Turmoil Sewers is what the game Sinister Turmoil was supposed to be. However, the full game was abandoned and what was completed was released as Sewers. The game features Prototype Foxy as the main antagonist, who is following you around a sewerscape while you try and find keys. Seems very similar to something that would come a couple games later, doesn't it? I genuinely believe this game was the inspiration for the Foxy Corn Maze minigame in the Curse of Dreadbear DLC, but that's aside the point. The Mangle is creepy and always knows where you are, which only makes things worse, but it's the cupcake alarm that really makes it even more terrifying. The cupcake is like the crows from the Curse of Dreadbear. It lets Mangle know where you are, and like And at 3, Wither Glitch Trap. Created by Shadow Foxy on Amino, this iteration of Glitch Trap is a little bit weird since Glitch Trap isn't meant to be an animatronic and is instead just William Afton in a suit, but hey, it's fan art, they can have their own canon, and honestly, looking at this scares the hell out of me. Okay? I hate Glitch Trap, he's such a creepy character. Scott really did a good job when designing him, but then removing the fabric and cutting off the ears is just freaking horrific. It's the perfect combination of scary and gross, and it works so well. Even if the right side of the character is the only one affected, it's still just really off-putting, and like the little tiny pupil with no iris, I can't, okay? No. And at 2, Spring Lich. Spring Lich was meant to appear in the FNAF fan game Dermitibus, another game I love to come back to in order to find scary animatronics. There wasn't much planned for Spring Lich, but he was present in the Dermitibus beta. Modeled by Golden Nexus, Spring Lich is a green version of what seems to be Scrap Trap, with similar proportions of the head. However, this game was released before FNAF 6 to my knowledge, so that's probably just a coincidence. Spring Lich's head is backwards, meaning that he walks backwards while looking at you, and this was planned to be a part of his minigame, since it would then be possible to make him stumble and trip, causing him to be stunned. Like, the character appears to be a Springlock victim, but with not much remaining on the inside, so it's kind of up in the air. However, you can see scratches and tears on the outside, like with all the worn down animatronics. Someone needs to use better fabric, okay? Just go to like Fabricland or something, I don't know. Is Fabricland good? I don't. Finally, in at number 1, Scrap Glitch Trap. Scrap Glitch Trap genuinely made me nearly scream when I first saw him. Created by user T_Springer666 on Reddit using assets from Chuiza Productions and Elite Robo, this monstrosity was shared on the FNAF Reddit 9 months ago and has since been archived. The glowing red eyes with the combination of all the wires and missing parts is absolutely horrific, and the arrangement of those wires to look like intestines and like a heart around the torso is incredible. Glitch Trap not being an animatronic aside, this thing is just beautiful. The hand replaced with the freaking fan? Is that what that is? I don't know. Even if it's not the fan, it's still the scariest thing imaginable. The ripped purple vest and the blood-soaked bow tie make everything just that much more unsettling. There we have it, friends, the top 10 scary FNAF fan animatronics part 3. Which animatronics did you find to be the scariest, and what should I include if we do a part 4? Let me know down below, and on your way down, be sure you hit like and subscribe for daily gaming content and ring that bell to join the clan and level up. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video. All hail the Cheese King.